All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neil. I'm here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about Star Wars because, you know, we love Star Wars so much.
It's a year from Episode 9.
We're a year away from Episode 9.
Right, so.
The final countdown.
Yes, kind of.
We need to think of some titles for Episode 9.
Oh, though we have a potential title. It's in the rumors that we're going to be talking about.
That's a dumb title.
We'll talk about it in a bit. But anyway, so...
I want to talk about this first real quick.
Okay,
clownfishtv.com. We are not quite live yet, but if you go to clownfishtv.com, we're taking email addresses. We're going to relaunch our site next year, and if people are looking for a way to support us, because we did pull the plug on our Patreon account, can't agree with what Patreon is doing. They kind of creep me out that they will follow you all over the internet and make a decision as to whether or not they want to have you on their service. So we're looking at some other options. If you guys want to go to clownfishtv.com, throw your email address in there. When we are ready to launch, we will shoot you an email. And so
we made the decision they cannot have us on their server.
No, we preemptively pulled out.
Okay, so like all these new stories are coming out today because, well, the last couple days actually, because it was a year ago, and there's lots of trucks today.
Vroom.
It was a year ago since the last disaster, and it's a year away today from the next potential disaster. So I put a bunch of these stories that are popping up so we can cover them.
Yeah, so this is the final countdown to what is supposed to be the last regular episode in the Star Wars saga, which technically probably should have ended at episode 6 and been done with it, but we had to have more.
We had to have
we
spent a lot of money on it, so we had to make more. So this is going around today. It was popping up on Twitter. All kinds a lot of things pop up on Twitter.
A lot of things pop up on Twitter.
So yes, according to the Mirror, they're talking about it's been a rough ride for Star Wars of late. First, there was a backlash over Last Jedi. Yeah. Then a lackluster response to Solo, which is because of Last Jedi. Duh.
Yeah.
And now it seems as if Star Wars franchise isn't as untouchable as it would seem.
You mean it doesn't just magically make money?
Well, there was a rumor before about they were going to course correct. Wasn't that like what Iger had said about doing course correction?
Iger had said that there was going to be a course correction. They were
Several
going
months
to re-examine how they were doing with Star Wars. They canceled all of the story movies that were in the works, and then they're focusing more on television.
Yes. So the annual Lego Star Wars Day at Legoland, California was the main issue of this. Apparently, Rebel Scum reported that the spring event had been canceled, making this year the last one. Well, the last one.
There's the last one.
The last one for a few years.
I can't say anything. I drunk tweet sometimes, and it's not good.
It says, quoting on a named source, the motivation was to refocus expenditure and limit Star Wars exposure to reset the franchise and allow fans to heal.
This is
unknown source.
Unnamed source.
Unnamed source.
Now this is Legoland, California. Yeah, that's interesting. Unless Disney just doesn't want Star Wars in the competing theme park, which is
probably which we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about that here in a minute too. Actually, we can tie that in here in a second with the flyover. But yeah, that's very possible. It can be that. But this unnamed source said that Star Wars fans, they need to Star Wars expenditure, limit the Star Wars exposure to reset.
Reset and heal.
Does that technically mean people forget about it?
I think it's called forgetting. I don't think it's actually called healing. I think it's called forgetting, because remember what happened with the prequels. A lot of fans were not happy with the prequels, but in retrospect, they weren't as bad.
Well, you know what it reminds me of?
People thought they were.
You know what it reminds me of as a mom? That whole thing when you have a baby, you're like, I am never doing this again. It's like, oh hell no, never again. And I did say that when we had our son. Hell no, never again. And then a year later, why, golly gee, I think maybe I'd like to have another kid someday.
Our baby's cute.
You forget.
Our baby's cute.
the agony and all the other stuff, so you have more. And I think that's what they're counting on is, fans, give it a couple years, they'll forget about, how we bashed them all over the place. They'll forget about
how the media took them to task. They'll forget about all of it.
They'll forget about all that. Well, that only happens if they behave themselves. And then, we can come back to it. We can put a pin in that. and come back to it when there's a lot less negativity in the air. When there's get the positivity pumped back up. Get the Mandalorian out there, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I think they're just hoping everybody forgets about The Last Jedi. I don't know. This is coming from an unnamed source. I mean, do I think Disney is going to kind of rest the Star Wars franchise? Yeah, I mean, they already have. They pulled the plug on the other spin-off stories that were planned. You haven't heard anything about Rian Johnson's trilogy.
No, you haven't heard anything about those.
I think it's probably dead in the water at this point. They're probably, everything probably hinges on Episode 9. They're probably waiting to see how Episode 9 does before they make any other theatrical announcements. DCV Titan, thank you. Didn't have to do that. Episode 9 might not be a disaster. I hope not. Abrams might pull the golden goose out of his ass.
I'm hoping.
I mean, it's unlikely, but it could happen. You know what? I mean, The Force Awakens was derivative, but at least it was enjoyable. At least Abrams seemed to get Star Wars more than Rian Johnson.
Well, here's my thing. What got me was, it was pretty much Mark Hamill seemed like he wasn't going to come back no matter what. He came back. So I'm thinking either there was a lot of money involved or, I mean, I'm sure, it was partly that, hey, here's what we're going to do. Because I'm sure he told them, there was talk that he told them that this is a bad idea and they didn't listen.
Yeah. So
I'm sure that, because it's his legacy. I mean, it's his legacy and they just completely destroyed his legacy. So I'm hoping that, they promised him something that would make him come back that gives me a little bit of hope, but I'm not going to hold my breath.
Yeah. Mike Shork, thank you. Didn't have to do that. And I need to get with you, sir, about getting on your show. We've just been very, very busy.
Yeah.
Very busy lately. I do apologize for that. It's been crazy. We do live streams when we have time. And sometimes we
do live streams so you don't have to edit them.
Yeah. And sometimes literally we have about 10 minutes notice. I love the prequels as they had to plan while the sequels didn't. Instead of getting rid of all the expanded universe, they should have taken inspiration from that.
I
know. The prequels, yeah, I think they kind of get a bad rap. My personal opinion is the overall storyline was good. I just think George Lucas needed a co-pilot, but the overall storyline was good. And we saw things in the prequels that were unique.
We're going to talk about the prequels here in a bit
to each film, and there were a lot of big ideas he was trying to get across. I just think that they were handled kind of awkwardly.
Yeah.
But they still felt fresher than the sequels. The fecals. The
fecals.
That's the alcohol. The fecals. That's what they're called. It's the Star Wars fecal trilogy. They still felt fresher. They still felt fresher than the sequels. The sequels feel like they've literally added...
It's fresh fecals.
Yeah, they've literally added nothing to Star Wars. It's just regurgitating or excreting the same stuff we've had. Stormtroopers and TIE Fighters and Sith Lords and yada, yada, yada. It's just a retread of the original trilogy. At least the prequels were fresh.
Fresh fecals.
Fresh fecal. Fresh fecal.
Sorry when you said the
I'm taking another drink of this.
Yeah, he's drinking. I'm not. I have been dehydrated lately, and I don't think it's a good idea to drink more. But so anyway, talking about, you said we're gonna jump around a little bit. You said about they might not want a competitor with Legoland, California against Galaxy's Edge. Well, among the other things that we've been getting the last couple of days, there was actually a flyover video of Galaxy's Edge, and that's the one with the little doggy looking thing up.
The little doggy thing.
So this Rogue Aviation did a recent flyover of Galaxy's Edge.
There it is. This is the one in Anaheim,
This is Anaheim. It's further ahead. The one in California is going to open in the spring, and the one in Disney World is going to open in fall. I'm thinking like the last day of fall, like the end of December.
Yeah.
So this is what the outpost looks like.
There's the train.
There's the Falcon in the middle.
Yeah, you can see the Falcon right here.
They just have the framework up at Disney World. Here's the Falcons in place. I think when they're putting all this time and money and effort into this, that might be why they're kind of blocking the Legoland thing. Who knows? I think Celebration's going to be fun this year after, because they haven't had one since the Divide.
Let's see what else they got here. Yeah, you can see the shuttle. Now, they have a lot of the same landmarks. You can see them in Disney World already, but they're much further ahead.
They are much further ahead.
Yeah, the Falcons. Yeah, it's to scale. You can see the little dude here.
I'm opening my drink. That's what that
You can see the little dude here and all the garbage in the back.
It's going to be exactly the same at Disney World as it is in Disneyland. So because we're talking about Lego, I thought we'd tie this. And this is all these little bits and pieces and hodgepodges of Star Wars news and rumors that were around the last couple days.
This is the Clownfish TV holiday special, because this is probably going to be our last live stream before Christmas.
I want to do a Christmas special. I didn't get time.
God, you should.
I didn't get time.
Mike Short, thank you again. You're bankrolling this episode. Didn't have to do that. Personally, I wish there would be an Old Republic trilogy. I agree that Lucas needed help with 1 through 3, and people forget without 1 through 3 there wouldn't be Clone Wars. Yeah, I've said this repeatedly. Clone Wars retroactively made the prequel trilogy better, and I was hoping that Resistance would do the same thing for the sequel trilogy, but...
wait, you're serious?
Yeah, I was serious. But that has not been the case. I can't even bring myself to watch a full episode of Resistance. It's boring as hell.
We don't know if that's the reason either. We're just saying that could be one possible reason, and we just wanted to reason to segue into showing this because we had this from the news today. So, anyway, so that was one thing we found. This is full of all kinds of bits and pieces of stuff because the news is just having a field day today because, 1 year away.
Yeah,
blah,
this
blah,
is.
blah.
Then last week it was a year ago. Fans, evil fans, naughty, dirty, immoral fans turned on the Star Wars franchise. And they brought their dirty, nasty opinions into their fandom.
It was funny. I don't have the article up, but the Forbes was kind of doing this article about, episode 9 is going to have to heal and save the fandom or something. And the person that was writing the article, I think, was trying. They're trying to come across like I'm neutral here. And then it was funny though.
And by the end of it, they were
no, they weren't even the end of it. They're talking about being neutral, and then they're like going on about because when it came out, all the fans that were, there and ran up for this much money and gave it an A on this and everything else. And then the what I'm hoping is a small minority of fans who didn't like it, are the ones complaining and didn't like it. And they complain about is girls and minorities. I'm like, wait, I thought you were trying to be fair and unbiased, but you deliberately and clearly have a bias here. So stop saying you don't because
they're trying to be. I think they don't want to get called out in the video. Mike Short, thank you again. You don't have to keep doing that. Thank you for bankrolling this episode of the Clownfish TV Holiday Special. I know that this sounds crazy, but I want the Disney CEO someday. I want to be the Disney CEO someday and fix a lot of issues. I also want to make a Star Wars POTA. Oh my God, I can't even think. I'm drunk.
You're not drunk. You had 2 drinks.
Power of the Ass ride and a Star Wars
I don't think you're supposed to
Power of the Ass crossover.
You have to tell them what you mean by POTA because
Pirates
he didn't
of
drink that much.
The Ass. I'm missing
Wait, you're
something.
Plunder someone's ass? What?
Oh my God! Could you imagine a ride called Pirates of the Ass?
No, but I want to please explain to him what you mean.
Planet of the Apes.
Oh,
Thank
Planet of
you.
the Apes. Okay, someone said though. I was going to say something. I was going to read something up here that someone. If I can get back up to it, how do I get back up to it?
Well, they're buying Fox, so that could possibly happen.
What's up, chat and Clownfish Feed? Did I read the title right? Reboot. Well, yeah. It's not reboot. There was somebody anonymous source that's not confirmed said that they might want to reset it by taking a break from Star Wars to let the fans heal.
Take a break? Is this like Friends?
I guess.
We were taking a break. The Last Jedi happened when Disney was taking a break from the fandom.
Yes, it took a break. It took a break.
It took a break.
It took a break from the fandom. You're too clingy and needy. Oh my God.
The Power of the Ass.
It's not you, it's me. We need to take a break. We need to see other people. Anyway.
Use the ass, Luke.
No.
It's how you negotiate with bounty hunters.
Use the ass?
Use the ass.
Oh my God. Okay.
Use the ass.
So what else do we have? So this was Galaxy's Edge.
We're jumping all over the place.
We have all kinds of weird stuff.
What other
here, this one. Okay.
Stuff do we got?
So now the other one is, the other rumor, which we've all heard, is the idea that Mara Jade is going to be in this one. No, thank you. I don't really know if I think that she'll be in this one. I actually think I love Mara Jade. Oh my gosh, I love her so much. But I'm almost hoping they don't put her in this one because I don't want to see them ruin Mara Jade.
Oh my God, they would ruin her so bad.
I love her so much, and I'm so afraid they'll ruin her. And I'm just like, as much as I'd love to see Mara Jade, I'm really hoping they don't put her in it because I don't want them to ruin her.
Oh my God, it'd be like, okay, so if Mara and Luke are married in this new canon, would it be like Ghost? Would she have like supernatural nookie with her husband, or how would that work out? That would be awful.
I don't want to know, and I'm not going to ask. So, okay, here, you better take care of this first, and then I'll...
Elite Kadera, $2, thank you, didn't have to do that. So, any word on 1313? Can I have Star Wars game?
I have no idea.
No idea, but you can have Star Wars game if you want. Yeah.
Everybody keeps saying Amy Schumer cast as Mara. No, they need to cast me as Mara Jade. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so Mara Jade. Okay, well, I'm not old. Well, possibly old enough because they're saying she's 40 to 50. I may be just squeaking in there. Okay, so Phantom was on the path of the dark.
Melissa McCarthy is Mara Jade.
No, that's not.
Oh my God! Could you see that?
Don't even give them ideas.
Like her awkward lightsaber training, like Ghostbusters, where she's like.
Can I read this now before
like,
you like,
accidentally chopping the tits off of aliens who give green milk?
No, because you're not allowed to have boobs in things anymore. They got that through before you were allowed. Boobs are bad. So Phantom's on the path to the dark side. Rampant speculation. Blah blah blah. Theorizing rumors. They're talking about the next film is shrouded in intense secrecy. They mostly are shrouded in intense secrecy. Go ahead.
Mike Shork again. This episode brought to you by Mike Shork. Go check out his podcast. We're going to get on your podcast, sir. I promise. It's just we've been very busy. Mara / Luke Rey's parents. Maybe also like the Power of the Ass idea. I'm sorry. Planet of the Apes idea. That would... Sure. Oh my God. The Planet of the Apes could be like the new Endor.
There you go.
It could be like they could crash
Ewoks.
on.
Go ahead.
Tyler Preston, thank you. Did not have to do that. From all this outrage from the She-Ra reboot, how come we haven't heard a peep from the SJWs when that crappy Gem and the Hologram movie came out?
I don't know. That thing was awful.
No, we did. They just weren't. I don't think they were as. No, they didn't care because that was before their time.
I don't think we paid as much attention back then.
I think we just didn't pay attention.
They might have, and we just weren't paying attention.
Blissfully ignorant. Blissfully ignorant.
So intense secrecy. Information is scarce and very little to go on. Yeah, because it's a year out and they don't want you to know anything. So the rumor mill is going. And the rumor is a particularly fun one, though its unlikelihood is matched only by how massive it would be if it actually came to pass. The director, according to the rumor, director J.J. Abrams was casting director Nina Gold were looking for an actress between 40 and 50 to play one of the leads in episode 9.
Melissa McCarthy.
And that is as interesting any new casting is, but not especially so. However, the character is supposedly identified as Mara.
No, Melissa.
Stop.
McCarthy.
The name holds a ton of meaning for Star Wars fans because it's the name of the former expanded universe and current Legends character Mara Jade, who is flippin' awesome.
In the books. Just wait. Just wait.
Naturally, in the absence of evidence to the contrary, this bit of possible info led to the inevitable assumption that Mara Jade would make a canon debut. They talk about who she was, how she was in Timothy Zahn's books, which if you have not read those, you need to go read them. They're fantastic.
That should have been 7, 8, and 9.
They talk about, where she came from and how she was going to avenge her master and all that. And then she was killed off in the expanded universe by Jason Silla because when he turned dark side. But they brought back Thrawn for these shows. So now they're saying she was, kind of like his right-hand person and on, with him. So they're going to, the rumor's pretty thin. It could be a code name given to character. They could just using it to trick people. But then they said Mara Sue.
Mara Sue.
Oh, don't insult
Super Jedi.
Don't
Mara Sue.
Don't insult Mara Jade. And then Kerry Russell was cast, and then the rumor was that she would be Mara because there's heavy action-heavy fight scenes. I can't read either, which would be Mara Jade. So who knows? But
if you hear the trucks, it's because we record out of the bathroom at a truck stop. This is the dirtiest pop culture podcast on Earth.
So they're saying that they think that she can show up and be a different story, but be Mara Jade, but not be Mara Jade. It'd be a whole new story.
Mara name only Mino.
It'd be Mara Jade, so we know she's Mara Jade, but she's not Mara Jade. And maybe she's Snoke's other apprentice before Kylo Ren and all this other blah, 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 blah. So anyway.
Snoke comes back.
Someone says she won't be a redhead in canon. Oh, she better flippin' the hell be a redhead in canon or I'm gonna lose my crap.
Redheads are being purged from all pop culture.
Everybody keeps telling me this. It's like they do seem to be changing a lot of redheads.
Yeah, anytime there's a redhead, and this is kind of, it's weird to think about it. This is a total tangent, but every time there's a redhead in some sort of established pop culture franchise, if they're going to race or gender bend somebody, it's usually the redhead.
And then they make them not red hair anymore. Yeah. And then here's my thing about that. You know why? Because they're afraid of us.
Yes.
Because that we know they know we kick ass, and they are afraid of ass kicking. So they're going to take the redheads out. Because maybe if we pretend they don't exist, they won't kick our ass. So gingers do have souls. Hush now. Anyway, so Mara Jade,
they have all of yours.
That's right. We have all your souls. So it's a redheads are part of not. Oh my God, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. So so they're against redheads. They better make her redhead though, because that was one of her defining features.
Yeah.
As a redhead, I demand that she stay a redhead.
She was pretty badass.
She was pretty badass. So anyway, okay, so that was one of the rumors that were going on. Let's see what else. Oh, and then we got Reylo.
Oh, yeah, okay. Come on. This is coming from Nerdist, who... Nerdist has zero credibility anymore. Nerdist, like, I've completely... It is... Yeah, I don't even trust Nerdist, but this is so stupid.
So now, everybody's been going on about Reylo for a while. They were on Twitter. I just clicked on the link, but they were mostly talking about this on Twitter, about how they need to bring Reylo to unite the fandom.
Could Reylo be the key to saving Star Wars fandom?
Right, they're going to unite the fandom with Reylo.
Are they going to have, like, a really awkward shirtless moment in the next movie?
I don't know. That was weird. It was just weird. Okay, so they're going on
I told you. They said they're going to have Lando in the next movie, too. We'll talk about that. But they need to have Rando.
The Rey and Lando match?
The Rey and Lando ship. I ship Rey and Lando. Henceforth, they shall be known as Rando. And age is just a number. And if she is Han and Leia's daughter... Lando finds that especially hot. Extra hot.
Well, he likes everybody.
I know, right?
So, right, there you go.
Mike Schwark again. Should Anastasia and Kida be a Disney princess?
Kida is a Disney princess.
Technically, she's a Disney princess, but Disney
they
doesn't talk about Atlantis anymore. They, like, buried Atlantis, no pun intended. Anastasia, they bought Anastasia, I think.
Well, when they complete the purchase, she should be a Disney princess.
Then they'll just reboot it.
So
live action reboot,
probably
based on the musical.
They do everything live action.
Yeah.
So they're talking about fans agree on the shipping of Rey and Kylo Ren, whose intergalactic connection in Last Jedi led to one of the Tumblr's most popular pairings this year. You mean even more so than we had with the Voltron, the sheath and the
sheath
and the
so. He's not circumcised? Is that why they're calling him?
I'm just saying. We're going to get like those and then the Keith Lance ones and stuff. So we're going to get these mashups. So so some fans are, of course, opposed to the pairing and some even verbally attack and threaten Reylo shippers. Of course they do, because that...
it's Tumblr. They attack everybody. How dare you? My Rux is the only ship. What else could we have?
I don't know. Here, read this before we get back to it. Here.
What am I reading?
Right here.
Oh, hi. Alec Kadara, $5. Thank you. Didn't have to do that. Found a meme of Michael Cera as Kylo Ren's new apprentice, Kylo Ben. Also, Mara Jade will likely end up like a lot of redheads, like the new Starfire.
They better not hurt redheads, or I'm gonna get mad and it's gonna go down. So I don't know, but they were like talking about this on Twitter about how their shipping could reunite the fandom.
Tyler Preston, come on down. Atlantis was one of Disney's completely underrated movies, along with Treasure Planet.
Agree.
I do agree with that. And DCV Titan didn't have to do that. Reylo would unite the old fandom in projectile vomiting. That was one of the dumbest parts of Roundhead Johnson's Squat in the Woods. I thought it was terrible.
Yeah, like that was like this like weird phone calls back and forth into nothing. It was just weird.
I like Treasure Planet.
I like Treasure Planet too. I'm talking about this.
Oh, okay.
Stay on topic.
Stay on topic.
Okay, so I know you lost me. I'm confused now. It's possible these two characters' potential to be each other's greatest enemy and greatest love might be enough to unite not just them, but the fans on both sides of the Star Wars split. No, because on Twitter, there's a bunch of people who were all about it, and there's a bunch of people who were like, no, because she doesn't need a man to be a strong woman. And no, because he's toxic and he's a bad person and he's attacking her and it's not good for her to be in a relationship with him.
Didn't he like mind rape her in the first movie?
Well, no more so than he was doing to other people.
And then he like showed up uninvited with his shirt off and was creeping on her.
Yeah, so I'm just like, oh, you caught me in the shower. Woo, I'm just like, but go ahead and read that if you need to. And
DCB Titan, thank you, man. Neon has disengaged his targeting computer. My targeting computer was disengaged 20 years ago.
Neon has chugged a whole bottle of well, it's not much in it, but apparently
no, it's not. It's okay.
Apparently it's making him much happier.
I'll take another one.
So they were having so there's people online that were like all happy about it on Twitter, and there's people online that are on Twitter that were like, oh my God, like he's toxic to her. And, that's just an abusive relationship right there. And all this other stuff. So I just thought it was funny because they were like really seriously like fighting each other on this.
Over the imaginary characters, yeah.
And
well, I mean, he does have a temper. He could hurt her, mess her up pretty bad if he had a bad
well,
day.
then they were talking about how they need to give him the arc that, where he suddenly becomes good and he can, what do they call that? My mind's blank. But you know what I mean? Where they suddenly turn and they get their redemption arc. His redemption arc. And I thought it was funny because everybody was whining on Tumblr and Twitter that Catra needed a redemption arc so she could be with Adora. So now they want a redemption arc for him so that he could be with her.
Am I the only one who wants to see Kylo Ren dead in a ditch at the end? Because I really don't care.
His little temper tantrum.
Yeah, he's a bitch. He's a bitch. He can die and stay dead. Not even a Force ghost. Not even a Force ghost. They should kill him off in the first 5 minutes of the movie, and then just just kind of go from there. What am I doing?
I want you to refresh that. Oh. Okay. So anyway, so what that was this Reylo thing. So then what was this one? Okay. So block you. Anyway, so people were here.
Block what?
Put that.
This guy looks like this. He looks like he enjoys inverse. He looks like the kind of guy who likes
put inverse. The chat window back up. Won't let you put the chat window back up.
Oh, come on.
Continue without signing up down there. Put the chat window back up and then we'll look at it. Okay.
There we go.
So apparently everybody expected there to be a trailer today because it's a year out today.
No, it's not done. We're still writing it.
So everybody expected a trailer today. So there was no trailer today. So people were like, oh no, there was no trailer today. So then here comes the story from a few hours ago about how, no, we still probably get a trailer because the rumor mill says, oh, this is funny. I'm sorry. Hello, my name is Kylo Ren. I killed my father. Prepare to die. That's just glorious.
Trips and falls.
Okay. So do you feel it? Millions of voices crying out in anguish.
Every day, Jake. Every day.
That's the sound of Star Wars fans around the world realizing that the first trailer for Episode 9 clearly isn't dropping on December 20th.
Nobody cares, Jake.
Yeah, I know, right?
They stopped caring. Nobody cares.
So anyway, now
Sorry, I say it too loud.
Now a new leak. Because some anonymous post somewhere someone said, we're going to write a whole article about it. So in a recent post to Star Wars...
Vroom.
So the Star Wars speculation subreddit from Redditor Indominus Rect claims to reveal that Disney is planning to make a big splash at the end of the year by releasing a new trailer during the Broncos versus Raiders NFL game on Christmas Eve.
You know what? Lucasfilm has already admitted to trolling, to sending false leaks to Reddit and to YouTube. So it's I don't know. I'll believe it when I see it.
So that's the rumor. Oh, here, I wanted to cover this. Redheads only exist because they dye their hair in their blood of their enemies. That's a misconception. We only do that sometimes, or people who want to be redheads will sometimes do that to, try to be redheads. Normally, we just drink the blood and it just turns our hair red. It's like flamingos when they eat shrimp. They turn pink. It's like that. Anyway,
somebody, Castantino says, odd hearing Neon more angry than geeky. I'm not angry. I'm just drunk.
You're not even that drunk. My gosh.
I'm not even that drunk.
You're a lightweight.
I'm such a puss.
No, it's just, it gets to the point. It gets to the point, I think.
I don't care.
Where you're just like, another day and more shit.
Yeah, we don't do as many Star Wars videos as we used to, because I'm after a while, I'm just like, I can't really think of anything to talk about, because I literally have no interest in the franchise anymore. So really all we're talking about is media attacking fans, media blaming fans, yada, yada, yada. And it's just sort of like picking at the carcass of Star Wars. There's not a whole lot left to talk about, because
I still like some of the books. So, there's always the books. So anyway, so back to this. They talked about, now we've heard this from several independent sources. Disney is closing the year with a bang. So then the leaker goes to note that it could be any Disney movie coming 2019 that they're going to show, including Frozen 2, Aladdin, The Lion King, but notes that the secrecy surrounding this is normally reserved for Marvel or Star Wars. So the trailers for Avengers Endgame and Captain Marvel are already here, so that would really leave only Star Wars as a clear choice. So, take it, like most of this crap that we're throwing at you, take it for what you will. So
yeah, I can't imagine him during the biggest football games of the year with Frozen 2. Be prepared to let it go again. Dun dun dun! Explosion! Oh my God! Could you imagine if the Frozen 2 trailer opened with a literal explosion? Elsa lets it go.
Anyway, okay, so I'm looking at all the redhead comments. I'm sorry, I'm trying to do two things at once in my mind. Redheads are naturally most beautiful in 2D entertainment. Yes, we are. Not that I'm arrogant or anything. People would be disappointed. Naturally. Okay. Oh, here's another one about the resetting the Star Wars thing. We didn't have them in order here.
Holy shit, they have CG lions in Star Wars. I'm gonna go see this.
So again, here's another one talking about the reset, about Rebel Scum saying that they want to allow fans to heal. And you think that's funny, huh?
I'm sorry. It's like how many little laughies are? Oh, there's a little 40%.
Wait,
happy.
that being said, though, it's all too easy to get caught up in the narrative that Lucasfilm is ruining the day to let Rian Johnson touch the Star Wars brand. It's worth remembering that one box office bomb and some negative reception to the highest-grossing film of 2017, not to mention the top-selling Blu-ray of 2018, can only go so far in changing the course of the franchise. No, that keep telling yourself that. Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy are real. Keep telling yourself that.
What?
Our daughter's downstairs, thankfully.
What?
She'd be so upset. She's like, wait, what?
What?
Okay. So, then I guess the other rumor that was out lately. Here, I want to put the chat window back up. Here, you can take this one.
Star Wars. Natalie Portman shoots down Episode 9 appearance rumors. What? Star Wars Episode 9 will seemingly be the conclusion of the Skywalker saga, which has inspired countless theories about how the film will unite all corners of the saga. It's not going to. I think it's going to disappoint because I don't see how they can do it. One theory that has emerged is that Natalie Portman's Padme will make an appearance in some capacity, which the actress herself denies. Oh, honey, you can be replaced with CG. You all can.
Yeah,
just because she's not going to be in it herself doesn't mean that they can't replace her. When asked about the rumor by BuzzFeed, reputable news outlet, bastion of journalistic integrity, BuzzFeed, the actress reacted with surprise, admitting that she likely would have heard about her character being involved in the new film. Not unless you're CG. You already signed over your likeness. Amidala was killed at the hands of... Spoiler. Shit. Well, shit. Okay. Okay. Understandably preventing her from making an appearance in any corporal form in her follow-up films, Star Wars Last Jedi delivering audiences a look at Yoda. Seeing Amidala in some way in a new film would be outside the realm of possibility. While it's still possible that the character could appear in the film, even without Portman filming new scenes, CG, she likely would have given the approval of her likeness in some capacity. I don't know. It's
necessarily.
Narratively, it could potentially make sense for Amidala to appear, though no living character in the new sequel having shared any scenes with the character.
Yeah, this goes on and on about nobody has it. But they said that down here, they said they tied it into that she was in the new books with Thrawn. So, yeah, apparently, for a rumor I never even heard before, it got shot down today on a rumor that we never
Nobody cares!
Someone wants to know if at some point they're going to color our avatars for the videos.
Yeah, possibly. I might be coloring the avatars.
Okay.
I don't know, because I want to do better avatars for next year.
Is it going to be red hair?
Maybe.
For mine? Yeah,
maybe they'll bounce a little more, too.
Okay.
No, the avatars.
Yeah, you better clarify.
Geeky's going to bounce a little more.
So, yeah, red hair and blue eyes on mine. I'm clarifying, because people always want to do green eyes, but they're not green like Mara Jade's. They're blue. All right. Okay, now we got more, because there's more.
God.
Now we know who Anakin's father is. Okay, guys? If you don't want to know who Anakin's father is, you might want to leave now.
Schmi, you ignorant slut. No.
So we got Anakin's father is finally revealed. Is this the window I need right here? Wait, what's the window?
That window.
This one?
Right there, that one.
All right. Anyway, we had to pop you guys up.
Brendan Gallagher. Sorry, I missed that. Thank you. Did not have to do that. At this point, I'd rather just have Snoke come back through the dark side of the Force into a younger body and put Kylo and the Rebels in their place. Honestly, I'm just sick of the Rebel terrorists in general. Yeah, that'd be kind of funny if it ended with the Empire and they all lived happily ever after. The Rebels were purged from the galaxy. Order was brought to the galaxy, and a new era of peace, prosperity, and security under the Empire.
When we had the balance that was supposed to be established before that they just undermined to make new movies?
Yeah, right.
So anyway, no, it's not Qui-Gon. They go on here and they said about
Yoda.
because it's now arrived in the pages of the canon Darth Vader comic book.
Wait, is that the one that's canceled?
I have no idea.
That Chuck Wendig's?
Because they hired somebody else to do new ones, so I don't know. Must have been. Proving one long-held fan theory mostly true in its claims that Anakin Skywalker was designed or engineered. Go ahead, you can read the thing.
Thank you, DCV Titan, didn't have to do it as Watto. Duh, not exactly a secret.
Anyway, so they go on. There's major spoilers ahead. Major spoilers. So just so you know, major
thinking,
spoilers.
So, you want some baby? Yeah, I tell you, we're gonna make a baby.
I can't breathe.
Place a little wager. Girl or boy, girl or boy.
I
That's
can't.
my terrible Watto.
I can't. Okay. So anyway, they're talking about, how they figured it was the midichlorians and there was no father. I carried him. I gave birth. I raised him. I can't explain what happened. I had a Mary moment and, now we have a kid.
Oopsie.
They're going about the concentration of midichlorians and the way they create them themselves. And they go on about that. Now here, go ahead.
Oh, DCV Titan, he's stuck his nose into all sorts of business.
So now here's the answer. The answer is confirmed. The Emperor was Anakin's father.
Oh God, this is creepy. There was no father. Unnatural. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Palpatine is force raping Vader's mother.
Basically, is what that is. Yes. Without her permission.
What the hell? Oh God, that's creepy. What the hell is this? I didn't see this panel. This is the creepiest damn thing.
I saw it already.
Oh my God.
Okay, anyway,
I'm just like,
you're just sitting there like looking at it.
No, I'm just, my jaw is God, that's...
Okay, so anyway, yeah, Star Wars fans, Darth Vader 25.
Evil Jesus.
I don't know, what's up with this right here? What's this supposed to be?
That's charbroiled Anakin.
Okay.
I guess he's having a force vision about his mama getting knocked up by the midichlorians.
I thought that was supposed to be Anakin, but I wasn't sure.
The midichlorians are like the stork.
I guess. That's what we tell kids they come from.
It's a space stork.
It's a space stork.
It's a space stork.
So, number 25 proves Anakin Skywalker was the result of dark side midichlorian manipulation inside of Schmi Skywalker's womb. Performed personally by Emperor Palpatine.
Oh God! Oh my God!
I can't
Oh my
breathe.
God! This is horrible. Schmi was Sith raped by the Emperor.
And for those who might wonder how Anakin would actually be able to learn such an earth-shattering truth without suspicion of it being further manipulation by a Sith master, the circumstances of the story might help explain. Okay.
Oh my God.
So, this is writers Charles Soule and artist Giuseppe, I don't know how to say his name, have been rolling out one massive change to Star Wars canon after another. Despite Darth Vader built his castle to save Padme, and the latest issue shows Vader succeeded in his mission to tear a hole. Wait,
what? Wait, the Emperor's gonna tear a hole? The Emperor's gonna tear Schmi a new hole. Hasn't he done enough?
No, it's not even spelled right. It's a hole. The Vader is
tearing
a hole between the realm of life and that of the living force. Upon entering Vader...
Upon entering Vader, oh, no, commas are important. Commas are important.
Upon
as a spelling, because if this was just tearing a hole between the realm of life and that of the living force, upon entering Vader, oh my God, that is the title of episode 9. Guys, you've heard it here first. That is the episode 9 official title, Upon Entering Vader. There you go. I will bet you. I bet
you're wrong. Anyway. Okay. I'm just still trying to be distracted by the word hole spelled W-H-O-L-E. Upon entering, Vader, shown in his force form as a roiling figure of dark energy, relived all the most pivotal moments of his life. None more startling than seeing his mother during her pregnancy.
Oh my God.
Watched it happen.
How creepy is that? He tortures his daughter, he cuts off his son's own hand, and he watches his mom get knocked up by evil Jesus.
So, Darth Sidious is I can't even read. Darth Sidious's arms encircling her, hands curled in Sith sorcery, forming the swirl of energy inside of her that would one day emerge as Anakin. And believe us, this image has confirmed more about the Star Wars lore than will first appear.
Oh my god.
And then it goes on about, or he tells the story about Darth Plagueis and all that. They talk about that down here. And he only heard about keeping his wife alive for the dark side. And then it goes on about that. But they kind of got rid of Darth Plagueis when they...
Yeah, I just always assumed, Palpatine... I just always assumed that, Plagueis was creating a replacement for Palpatine somehow, and then Palpatine killed off Plagueis and took, Vader for his own apprentice.
I'm sorry, I'm just so they're talking about the words from the movie. Until now, it was just a rumor and a fan theory suggested Darth Sidious had been the closest thing to a father Anakin Skywalker had, and now the
was Obi-Wan.
Has seemingly confirmed...
Wait, seemingly.
Confirmed he did the job personally.
Oh my god.
Fans will need to re-examine the entire Skywalker line, and a lot of things, if we're being honest. Kylo Ren being Emperor Palpatine's great-grandson would explain a lot.
Oh my god.
So anyway.
Can we just...
This is what's going around the internet today.
That is...
I need a drink, but I'm not drinking alcohol.
That is... the creepiest image. How am I gonna put a baby inside you? How am I gonna use the Force?
Oh God!
Just stand still, honey.
It'll be over in a second.
It'll be over in a second.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
And then so then we're gonna go on to should we go on to we'll go this other rumor. So
and that's canon.
Yeah, that's canon.
That's canon.
That is now canon, guys. So the other rumor that we've seen today was that Lando Calrissian for the trailer, which is talked about this with the trailer, is going to play a significant role in Episode 9, according to somebody who saw the trailer. So
how come everybody claims to see the trailer and then they leak it to YouTubers? Everybody claims to
know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody.
I'm telling you, that is going to be the title of Episode 9.
No, I don't think.
And I can't remember what it was.
Okay, so Star Wars Episode 9...
Upon entering Vader.
Star Wars Episode 9's trailer has been getting so much attention as fans eagerly await footage of the new film. While it sounds like we have a longer wait for the video film, it would seem more details have been leaked regarding what to expect. One of the main takeaways from the apparent leaks, according to Star Wars YouTuber Mike Zero, is the role...
here it comes.
Of returning classic character Lando, which we already knew about.
Lando.
We were uncertain of how much Lando would get involved in the events of the new film, but he has reported that the trailer footage includes shots of Lando and Chewbacca alongside Rey.
Rando.
There you go. Rey is
Chando, which is really creepy. Chando is creepy, but Rando, yeah, okay.
Well, at least it's not Rebecca. Rey is clad in black robes. On her belt appears to be an adaptive version of Anakin's lightsaber. So wait, she's clad in black like Luke was in Jedi?
Yeah.
So we're going to go back to that again?
Yeah.
Here you go.
Oh, DCV Titan, thank you. Did not have to do that. Palpatine, he came in with the hippity-hoppity and gave Schmi the roofie Kawada and the pudding pops. Oh, no. No.
Okay. Anyway, so nothing is making noise, so you need to turn that off.
I heard myself talking.
Yeah, I did too, and that's why. It's because you turned your phone on. Okay, so the fact that Lando is interacting with Rey and seems to be journeying around with central heroes like Rey and Chewie suggests he's more than a small cameo.
No, they will.
Doesn't suggest anything.
What they will do is they will have a lot of Lando in the trailer to make the old school fans feel all warm and fuzzy.
Well, they're trying to do damage control.
Because it's like, well, okay, we killed everybody else off, so here, have Lando.
There you go.
Have a Lando.
Okay, an increased role for Lando makes sense as a returning classic character, considering Han Solo was killed off in The Force Awakens, followed by Luke Skywalker's death in The Last Jedi, even though we will see him in some form, likely a Force ghost, and a small role for the late Carrie Fisher as General Leia Organa.
Thanks to stock footage.
Yes.
Thank you, Shutterstock.
The Calrissian family may be playing a role too, considering rumors that British actress Naomi Ackie, is that how you say it, may in fact be playing Lando's daughter in the sequel film. Let's hope Lando survives. Like, he wasn't originally supposed to survive.
They were gonna blow him up, but they were like, we can't.
They were trying to Jedi. Yes, yeah, that's why he said. That's why I feel like I'm never gonna see the ship again and everything. He was supposed to die in the Falcon.
Lando has a heart attack. Lando finds Jabba's. They had a rumor that Jabba's son, Rada the Hutt, was going to be in it. So Lando finds Jabba's harem, and he has a heart attack.
I was going to say Lando's daughter is in Jabba's harem, and then he has a heart attack.
And he has a heart attack.
So anywho, so there's that one, and then we're going to get to the title of the potential title. Oh, this is Mandalorian. We'll do this first. So now, in other news, because now we're going to start focusing on the Mandalorian like crazy because we're trying to take attention off of everything else.
It's like, quick, what can we do to save this? Boba Fett. A whole lot of Boba Fett.
Yeah, distract with Boba Fett.
Lots and lots of Boba Fett.
Distract with Boba Fett. I was wondering, someone said robot daughter. I was wondering, actually.
Oh, God, okay. That'd be creepy.
So they're going to throw all this stuff at you in the Mandalorian. And the Mandalorian is going to be, they're saying that there is going to be a lot of bounty hunters you recognize, because they're going to go back, because they're trying to, they have this idea that why people are upset is there isn't enough old stuff in the movies. That's what that's their thinking. Fans are upset because it's all the old fans who are upset because we didn't put enough of the old stuff in there. That's their takeaway.
That's their takeaway?
I think that's their takeaway. Not that, the movie sucked. Because, you hear all these articles, and they go on and on about how shitty the fandom is that doesn't like it. They don't like it, because if you don't like it, it's clearly because you're a misogynist who's afraid of strong women and a racist in some way. It's never because, well, the movie sucked, and that may be why people don't like it.
If they could just own up to it and stop using the friendly media to attack the fandom week after week after week, like the media keeps it going because they need the page views. They're like, I'm gonna show those man baby Nazis exactly what I think, and we're gonna get all kinds of page views.
Yeah,
it's gonna be great.
But it's like, these people, I've never seen, like, advice, if you make something and people don't like it, which happens from time to time, don't go starting attacking them because they're telling you they don't like it. You know what I mean? And if you have a lot of people who don't like it, we've had people tell us they don't like stuff, and our takeaway wasn't to attack them. Our takeaway was, well, do they have a reasonable point here? And if they didn't have a point, then we're like, okay, they're just being jerks. If they actually had a valid point, we would look into it and be like, you know what, that is a valid point, and maybe going forward, we should consider this. And we did. There wasn't a need to yell at people. So anyway, I'm just saying that their takeaway, I think, is that all the old fans don't like it, and it's not because The Last Jedi wasn't good. It's either because they're racist, homophobic, and misogynist, or it's because it wasn't enough like the old movies. So we're going to bring the Mandalorian in.
And everybody loves Boba Fett.
The Mandalorian is going to make everybody happy because we've got IG-88, and we've got, they said that they've seen, they said that he was spotted on, IG-8 was spotted on set in the close-ups.
So all the Empire bounty hunters are going to throw in this
and other bounty hunters featured in the scene were Boba Fett, Dengar, Forlom, Zuckuss, and Bosk. So it's a big deal because they're going to revolve around bounty hunters. So imagine that. The bounty hunters from the old movies are going to be in a movie about bounty hunters.
This is like, come on, fans will eat this up. They'll eat this up. This may be a big deal for the series as it may revolve around the world of bounty hunters. Oh my!
Duh!
I don't know if anybody. I don't know. They did that with Clone Wars already.
Trying to throw these out here, like, hurry, put an article out about this, so we distract them from the other stuff.
Yeah, Clone Wars. They did this with Clone Wars, where they had the bounty hunter, and actually did really well. They had Aura Singh in it and everything. It was pretty cool. But
yeah, so that's there's
going
to be bounty hunters in the Mandalorian.
Are you excited to see the bounty hunters expand upon the Mandalorian? Share your thoughts. Has anyone shared their thoughts?
Nope.
0 comments. Nobody cares. 0 comments. Nobody cares.
But they're asking us to share your thoughts, so go for it.
Yeah.
And I think we have one more. Do we have one more story? And that was the title of Coulda Leak. Yes, the last one. No, you already did those. Go to the very end. There you go.
Coulda Leak.
Coulda Leak. Well,
yes! Upon entering Vader. Was that what it was? what it's called?
So now, Coulda Leak have revealed Episode 9's title.
No.
You go ahead and take it.
It's a great time to be a Star Wars fan. As there's tons of exciting content coming down the pipeline. With Disney now in charge of Lucasfilm, plenty of new projects have arrived over the past few years, including both standalone films and main installments. It'll start with J.J. Abrams' The Force Awakens, which reignited the narrative and brought new heroes together with franchise favorites like Leia and Han. The current trilogy is wrapping up with Episode 9, with J.J. Abrams returning to the director's chair after Jurassic World's Colin Trevorrow departed. Colin Trevorrow got shit-canned after Colin Trevorrow departed the project due to creative differences with the studios. Yes, he got shit-canned. The film's contents are a complete mystery. The contents? The film's contents are a complete mystery, as nothing besides the cast has been announced.
Because they don't do that usually.
This includes the movie's title, which still hasn't been revealed, at least until now. There have been plenty of fan theories floating around regarding Episode 9's mysterious title, but a new possible title has now hit Reddit with a poster claiming it's the real thing. Oh my god, on Reddit? Somebody claiming to have Star Wars spoilers?
Of course they're not going to say, hey guys, here's the title, but it's not real. I mean, come on.
Goodbye, Sleeping Piranha. The film's contents... Oh wait, no, I read that. Never mind.
Claiming the title.
That title. Star Wars, Son of Darkness. Did anyone else just get the chills?
Not as much as I did with the Vader title.
Upon entering Vader is still going to be the title. Is that what it was called? I don't even remember.
Yeah, anyway. So they're saying that's going to be Star Wars Son of Darkness.
This comes us from Redditor, the Garrett Thomas, who claims to have been told the title of Episode 9 for the general public. Yeah, because he was just walking down the street one day.
Well, you might have connections.
J.J. Abrams pulled him aside and said, hey, you want to know what the title of the movie is? Son of Darkness, dumbass. Now go to Reddit and tell them so we can make fun of you later.
While they don't decide who the original source was, the title is ominous enough to get serious attention from the Star Wars fandom.
The Dibbles Awaken. I would go see the Dibbles Awaken.
Son of bullshit. Okay.
Son of bullshit. Son of darkness.
So, of course, it hasn't been confirmed. Yeah. Or Lucasfilm, and it's more than possible that this is just another rumor that won't come to fruition. It's possible it is the title. It's possible it's not the title. We don't know.
I didn't believe Attack of the Clones either. So who knows? Who knows?
Neither did the actors. So
Son of Darkness.
But with so little information currently known about Episode 9, the generations of Star Wars fans are eager for any and all information about J.J. Abrams' upcoming blockbuster. That's just putting the cart before the horse, including a title as bold as Son of Darkness.
As bold as... Who's writing this?
Wait, but J.J. Abrams' blockbuster, well, it didn't work out. It didn't work out really well for Solo.
No, it didn't.
Just saying.
Oh my god, does he get paid by the word? Let's see these... Pretty pathetic how far Star Wars has fallen. People are more excited for Avengers Endgame than they are for Star Wars Episode whatever the fuck. I agree with that. Oh, let's see. The MCU is a Star Wars for this my generation. I could care less about Avengers or any Marvel film. Blah, blah. If real, it's pretty lame. Soy of Darkness. Soy of Darkness. Yes, that will work. Now, it sounds like the middle title of the trilogy, not the ending one. Quite awesome title, but I don't think they'll go for it. Oh, God. No! Upon entering Vader. Is that what we're calling it? I gotta find this. That is... You've heard it here.
It was right here.
Where is it? This one. This one. Relived with... Where was it?
I don't know. We're not going to look for it. Just leave it go. Upon entering Vader.
Upon entering Vader. That is the official title of Star Wars Episode 9. Star Wars Episode 9. Upon entering Vader. You have heard it here first. Fight me.
You need to chill the hell out. Sorry, I'm just saying.
I would go see Upon Entering Vader like 10 times in the theater, even if the movie sucked, just to see that scroll. Upon Entering Vader.
Here, wait. You want to see Upon Entering Vader scroll? Watch this.
No, make the music. Make the music.
No, you make the music. I'll scroll. Anyway, someone said to Smoking Skull, I read a news story this morning where they were begging people to watch Episode 9 to prove that The Last Jedi didn't ruin Star Wars or something. Yeah, it's kind of like what I'm hearing too with all these articles and stuff. They're like, Reylo's gonna save the fandom. We're gonna take a reset because they're gonna let people heal and restore the fandom.
We're gonna take a break.
Episode 9's gonna restore the fandom. I keep seeing these things because I don't think they fundamentally understand what people are upset about. As much as they kind of fundamentally don't. They keep saying that people don't fundamentally get Star Wars. I don't think they fundamentally get what the issues are. So
Oh,
no,
God.
if you disagree, they'll just tell you that you're a misogynist who's terrified of strong females, and you're somehow racist too. I'd love to know how I'm terrified of strong females as a woman, but okay then. Anyway, are you done now?
No, I'm just thinking, like, what would the text scroll be?
Dude, that's what you're thinking about?
Upon entering Vader.
We're not going to worry about that. I think we've covered all what we found today for the Star Wars stories.
Upon entering Vader's scroll. Gotcha, son. $2. Thank you. Didn't have to do that. Upon entering Vader's scroll. Maybe. There's a crossover right there waiting to happen. Episode 9.
Well, that's how they're going to undo it. It turned out that Luke wasn't Luke. It was a scroll pretending to be Luke. And so he's still alive and it's all good.
I heard a good theory, and it will never happen because it actually is a good theory. Since Luke can, like, hollow project himself all over the damn galaxy, then the sad-ass Luke that died was also a projection and not actual Luke. Real kick-ass Luke Skywalker is still out there in the galaxy somewhere, and he was just using fake Luke to throw a curveball.
What I think is funny is how many characters they're flipping throwing at people in the last movie. Like, you had characters and stuff and new characters, but like this one, it's just like a laundry list of people, and it's like, how the hell are you going to fit all these people in this movie? Because it's like you go on the list, they're adding this person, and they're adding that person, they're adding this person, and they keep adding people to the movie, and I'm like, who the flip? What the hell? Where are they going to put these
cast.
people?
It's the Star Wars Holiday Special.
I just don't understand where they're all going to fit them.
They're going to use footage from the Golden Girls to bring back B. Arthur.
What?
Like Carrie Fisher. Never mind.
Okay, yeah, you need to stop while you're ahead. So I have no idea, but it just seems like they keep there's an awful lot of people added to this last movie. Just like a ridiculous amount of people comparatively to the other movies they've had. You
guys got all skinny.
It's just
This is how we're gonna end this here. We're just gonna zoom in on creepy ass Palpatine creeping on.
Yeah, I mean, this looks creepy. Look at him. Look at his expression. He must work in comics.
Oh, but if you apologize profusely, maybe you'll get another gig in comics.
Well, maybe he was just given, he was just misled by all the pop culture icons of men that were toxic masculine men. That, he just, that's how he learned, and he really learned wrong.
Yeah, right. James Bond taught him to creep. Taught him to creep on women like this.
and use the Force to knock them up.
I won't even touch you, but I'm gonna put a baby in your belly.
You can't do anything because I'm not even touching you.
I'm not even touching you.
It's like, those creepy guys that walk up behind a girl and they get up to her hair and go, one of those guys.
That's what he's doing. He's smelling her robes. She smells good. So he's got to put a baby in her belly. Oh my God, that's creepy.
Okay,
God,
so anyway,
creepy.
you're going to leave him on this, right?
Yeah, we're going to leave on this. This is the single worst panel in any Star Wars comic ever.
I'm sure there's probably been worse. Well,
it's awful. This is an awful. They could have even implied that this was going on without actually showing him leering over her.
I just can hear him breathing, going, it's just like, ew.
Power.
This is how a lot of women feel at, at conventions and stuff, so. Anyway, are we done then?
Yeah, I am out.
Well, make sure there's no more things you have to answer, and then there you go, guys. So there are all the stories that we could find today over the last couple days in relation to the upcoming Star Wars movies and rumors around Star Wars.
DCV Titan, thank you again. Don't have to keep doing that. The look on Schmi's face just screams, "Oh, you."
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Well, she's unaware that he's behind her, breathing down her neck, sniffing her hair, and putting a galaxy in her stomach.
God,
I hate when that happens.
God, this is creepy. I can't believe, especially in the era of Me Too, that they allowed this leering, creeping.
I mean, they could have got the same idea across without being this creepy.
Yeah, this is just creepy. This is really freaking creepy.
She's got the whole world. Because look, it's like a galaxy.
Oh my God.
It does. Look, it's swirling.
That's the baby soup.
That's the baby soup.
That's the baby soup.
That reminds me of that kid on the bus when our son was little.
Oh my God.
We'll do one more story and then we'll go. So
All right.
when our son was little, he came home and he was all excited because he realized he found out on the bus where babies came from, because the kid in the bus told him where babies came from. And you can retell the story because he told you.
Yeah, so Squid King comes to me one day when he was like, what was he, like 6 or
something like that.
or so. But first, wait, Nicholas Horton, thank you, didn't have to do that. I've got more faith in Clone Wars Season 7 than Episode 9. Same
most
here.
people do.
So Squid King comes to me and tells me about the kid in the bus who told him the magic of where babies came from.
Mm-hmm.
And according to Squid King, age 6 at the time, babies came from the man's special pudding that he fed the woman. The man fed the woman his special pudding.
So that's not baby soup. That's special pudding.
That's special pudding.
So anyway, okay, so are we done? I don't think we can really follow this up at this point.
I cannot believe how creepy that is. That is just, I am out. I am freaking out. I am done. Wow.
And this is canon, guys. This isn't like the rumors where we rounded up for you. So a lot of these things, I'm trying to show it. A lot of these things we went and found. These are the stories from the last couple days, all about Star Wars, because we're hearing all this Star Wars ramp up because of the movie being out a year from today. And this is what we came from. And a lot of rumors, a lot of speculation. This, of all the things we talked about, is what is canon.
Oh my God. This is canon.
This is canon.
This is... Sith rape is canon.
Apparently.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That's Star Wars, everybody. That's Star Wars. Yeah. Okay. I'm done. I'm out. Subscribe.
So we'll see you guys later.
Yeah. If you celebrate Christmas, have a Merry Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas,
still have a good day.
Have a good day. Have a happy holiday and all of that. And we'll probably talk to you live after Christmas sometime.
Unless something really comes up that we really need to talk about.
I don't know.
So,
Dibble gets its. Oh my God, that's what they're gonna have the first trailer for the Care Bears during the big football game. And it's going to be an explosion of dibbles. Just dibble everywhere. Oh my God, dibble everywhere.
We're going to go watch Christmas shows. We're going to go watch
the Other Rangers.
Twas Night
Awesome.
Before Christmas. That's what we're going to watch next, Twas Night Before Christmas. So we're going to go do that because I love that Rankin Bass one.
Thank you all for watching. Thank you for the super chat. Again, go out to clownfishtv.com. Put your email address in here when we launch the new site. We'll give you guys an email blast telling you we're going to launch it. If you're looking to help support the channel...
Do your first email blast should say, upon entering Clownfish TV.
Oh my God. Yeah, but if you guys are looking to support the channel, we did pull the plug on Patreon. We're not going to do Patreon because they can go piss off. But we are going to come up with some other options. So if you want to sign up to be notified when we go live, that would be awesome. And you guys are awesome. Everybody's awesome.
Okay, we ready?
We're ready. We're going.
We'll see you guys later.
Bye.